Hey there guys, it's Mr. Q, your friendly neighborhood Qatari here, and in front of us we've got the PlayStation 4 Pro by Colorware. Yes, they've decided that they could do it better than what Sony did with their variation. So I thought you might want to take a close look and let's hear a little bit of an honest review, right? Let's go. So first of all, you can see that it is gray, but it's got that two-toned gray. We've got that lighter color on the top and then the bottom, and then that middle bit in the sandwich, we've got a darker shade. And that's meant to match the PlayStation 1 where you've got that lighter shade over here and you've got that darker shade right over there. Now they've also decided to pay a little bit more attention to detail compared to Sony when they created theirs. And so if you take a look right over here, you can see that the Sony is in that tealish green, and then the PS4 is in that light blue, and that's meant to match the button. So the power button was in that green, and then that was in a light blue for the open button. And then also, if you remember, with their variation, they also had the one controller for the first port and the second port. And so what they did with these two USB ports, they put the 1 and the 2, and I think that that's really cool. I love this attention to detail. So let me describe what it feels like, right? So it does feel like this is like a powdered coat. It's like a matte finish, of course. There's no gloss on this at all, and we can see that when it comes to the actual finishing. I'll try to get nice and close for you guys to see if we can get that to focus. You can see that they're all nice sharp edges. I couldn't find any issues at all except for this tiny little speck right over here. Can you guys see it? This tiny little speck of a speckity poo. And everything else is perfect. So if we take a look at the logo right over there, you can see that what they've done is they've actually rotated the logo so it's facing this way, because most likely you are going to have this flat on the table, and it also matches the classic PlayStation 1. But if you remember, with the original PlayStation, it was facing that way, and the idea is that when it's standing, it looks like the PlayStation logo standing too. However, if you also know that when you do stand it, typically you don't stand it with the logo facing towards you. You have the disk drive facing towards you, so that's kind of useless. I think that's much better. Now let's get a little bit closer, because from a distance this does look really good. However, I did notice some issues when it comes to the printing of the logo. So if we get really close, you can see those yellow lines on the side, and I think that that's not cool, especially since this is a very expensive color reproduction, right? So I just wish that, one, they did two things. One, they didn't have that, line over there. If you can see that there usually is a little bit of a gap over here. Can you see that? Can you see that? There usually is a little bit of a gap. There's no gap over here. And this, of course, used to be like 3D, I remember. I think it was 3D. Right? It was like actually like a little molded bit, but it's not molded over here. So that's a little bit of a disappointment. Also, from the quality of the print itself, the colors on screen look a little bit different, but this does look very similar to the official logo. But if we get really close, you can see those dots. It's like almost like pixels. Can you see that? You can see that white line over there. So I just wish that they didn't have those issues. Next up, I wanted to show you this. So if we get nice and close and personal, we can see that the controller really looks really good. It again also has that matte powdered coating. If you look at this part over here and the bottom, they are not black, they are this lovely gray. And so if you compare this to the special edition 20th anniversary edition ones that they still sell, although they don't sell the PlayStation, they still do sell the controllers, this one looks much better. In addition to that, if you look at the buttons on the right, and I don't know if this is just an illusion or what, but they do look slightly gray, and I think that makes it look much more like the original. So basically, let me just look at this side by side. We've got these two bits right over here, so you can see the Slim and you can see the Pro. But more importantly, I just wanted to show this. Oh, I should show one more thing that they did. If you take a look at the back, you can see they've got this carbon fiber sticker. And let me just move to the other side real quick. It's just easier because that's pretty heavy. But down here, can you see that? They've also used carbon fiber stickers. You see that? So I hope that you enjoyed this close-up look, a realistic look of the PlayStation 4 Pro. I would give you some glam shots, but I want this video to be uploaded as fast as possible. Let me know what you guys think. Colorware, you're an awesome company. I just wish that I didn't have that issue over here. and I hope that this doesn't end up scratching off with time, but time will tell. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thumbs are free, but they mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. Take care.